My mom insulted my husband after he asked for a paternity test and suggested I cheated. I, 25 female, just had my first child with my husband, 29 male of 4 years. He is white and I am mixed race, but very white passing. I was raised by my adoptive parents. However, I reconnected with my biological paternal family. My biological mother was white and I look a lot like her. My biological father, who I call AITA, is Unit. I think that's like Native American. And we look very little alike, but we are getting closer emotionally. My son looks so much like my Atata, and I cried when I saw him for the first time. He has darker skin than my husband and I, but he has my husband's eyes and nose. After he was born, my husband was cold and distant. He wouldn't hold our son, and he wouldn't show me affection. Even when my Atata came over and I took a bunch of pictures of grandfather and grandson, my husband refused to connect with our son. He demanded a paternity test a week ago. I was upset but complied. He is the father, as I knew he was. I told him that I was a prime example of not looking like my biological father and that I felt he was an idiot for suggesting I was cheating. He shot back with, "Well, how do I know that man you bring around is actually your dad and not your affair partner?" Yes, he insinuated I lied about my Atata being my dad and that I was sleeping with him. I regret saying it because I had promised to leave it behind, but I said, "Well, then say hello to Sarah for me." Sarah is the woman my husband had an affair with 2 years ago. He broke it off and we reconciled, but I felt like it was a little rich of him to accuse me of cheating when he was the one who cheated in the first place. He called me an a-hole for bringing it up now, but now we are not speaking. I moved into the nursery. I'm considering a divorce, but also thinking about my words, which were hurtful and uncalled for. Am I wrong? How are words uncalled for and hurtful? Like he literally said that he accused you of cheating, accused you of sleeping with your father, all so he can come with the conclusion that the child is not his, but you bring up an affair that he had years ago is the issue. Clearly he's projecting. Like people when they do crazy things, they project their shenanigans onto others.